Welcome to the Bloom Show. This is Saeed, and we're on the second day of Floriexpo 2025. And it's been great energy here at Floriexpo, right, guys? It's been awesome. We're here at the Galleria booth. I was very excited to be here. I was kind of encouraged to come and really excited that I was able to come. So we're here with Steven Santos and Kim Boin. Two people you might be familiar with Kim Boin on our show. It was a really popular show. And just talking about what are we looking at, what trends are we looking at. So what trends are we looking at? You're the creative designer, right?
Yeah, I'm the creative director for Galleria. And
Perfect.
what we really wanted to do with our booth is take the art that you see in flowers, amazing art sculptures with florals, and then how do you translate that to mass market sales? Because that's why we're here, to sell some flowers.
Exactly.
So what we did is take the kind of unique art pieces and then created collections around that. Sellable collections, CBs, mixed bouquets, rose bouquets, arrangements. So you can actually have a full story and a full collection for a
Yep.
department.
And Kim, so something I've seen, one, that boot camp was awesome, right? The whole boot camp, there was so much information jam-packed into 5 hours. So
Yes.
tell us about that strategy, because you are a part of the advisory board. What was that strategy in putting together these awesome educators to our industry? And how have you heard from the attendees of the results?
Um, we really work with the advisory board to network within the show and talking to the buyers that are here and to really read the pulse of what they want to have. Like, we want to give them what they want, so they're going to enjoy their experience while they're here. And that's a huge part of it. And we've already had our debriefing meeting this morning to how we can even amp it up and make it even stronger for next year. So it's really just surveying and conversations, and the networking at this show is so good to do that you're doing it in real time.
Yeah.
So that we can have our takeaways and only make it better for next year.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we've heard nothing. I've interviewed a bunch of people, talking to people, and the message is great quality of customers,
Yes.
great time spent with the customers.
Yes.
Right. And I said this to Bob yesterday. I've been coming for 5 years, and the question is usually, hey, how was it? Will you come next year? Yes. But this year it was good.
Yeah.
Right?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah.
For me, this is my first show back since 2021.
Okay.
And I've seen a total 180 in attendance, in the booths.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's that quality time with customers.
Exactly.
And for this show, I really feel like we got to actually spend quality time with our customers.
And you're the 15th person that says that. So it's a consistent voice throughout. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. So any other products in any other direction you want to share of where
One of the things we're really ramping up for 2026 is pre-made arrangements.
Okay.
So they're getting delivered to the store in the vase.
Look at this. This
Yeah.
is not just a pre-made arrangement.
Right.
It's a quality,
What we do
attainable
is
luxury.
it's the assembly, it's the construction to make it look like a hand-designed bouquet,
Yes.
and it didn't just come out of a box.
Exactly.
But the stores are struggling with labor. They need quick, ready-to-go items, and so this is our big push for 2026.
We had a conversation yesterday at our event with Joe Don and Peter Lemon, and we were talking about that. How do we help the supermarkets with labor, right? Because they need, and we called it flowers need help too. So how do we help those flowers sell themselves? And something I really liked about your presentation, what I think Galleria's headed, is that you're looking at attainable luxury. And I think that that's a thing now, is attainable luxury. And attainable luxury can be in this bouquet.
Right.
Right.
It's as simple as, it can be as elaborate as a big $40 bouquet,
Okay.
or as simple as a consumer bunch that's just upgraded a little bit. So there's
Exactly.
always ways to attain that.
So one final question to both of you. What is your earliest memory of receiving or giving flowers, and how did it make you feel?
That's tough. I can share, for me, it's not necessarily my first memory, but how I got introduced into the floral industry.
Okay.
And it was as a teenager getting a summer job at
Yeah.
a sandwich shop that had flowers in it.
Okay.
And I saw them coming and going, and I'm like, that looks really cool. I really like that. And then ever since
You're
then,
stuck.
I've been stuck in floral, and I love it. It's like, that's my life.
And how about you, Kim? What's your most memorable and earliest memory of flowers?
So I know that the very first time I bought flowers was for my mom on
Awesome.
Mother's Day at a little shop. And probably like 10 years later, the owner offered me a job, and I started working at that shop, and the rest is history.
And how old were you when you were buying the flowers for your mom?
I was probably like Oh, probably younger. I was probably about grade 1, so maybe like 6.
So you were 6 years old,
6. And when I was 14, I started
and
working
you
at that
remember
little
that
shop.
memory of when you first
Yeah.
bought flowers for your mom.
Yeah,
Do you know
for
what
my
flowers they
mom.
were?
Pardon?
Do you know what flowers were they?
Oh, couldn't remember now. Probably tulips. My mom loves tulips.
Tulips. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
But
awesome.
that's, you stick with it. And then I started working at her store.
And that's beautiful
Yeah.
to see that flowers brought them into this industry. And
Yeah.
now it's a part of your life. So thank you again so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us and
Thank you
having
for
this
having us.
conversation and making time for us. I
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
you. And that's a wrap on the Bloom Show.